about 2000. The man like me. It was the man that now told me that guy go into software engineering. Anything that you do in this life,
Go into software.
go into software. You are too good. Just go and learn software.
So are you telling someone anything you are doing, go into AI?
I don't know. Imagine if you did not take out your time to start learning programming. What's waiting for the ease of life do like now?
Yeah.
To be your current self.
Yeah.
To be in the current state that you are, or go back in time.
Yeah.
You get to choose the time that you want to go back to.
Yeah.
What would you choose?
I'll go back and buy Bitcoin, but
Imagine if you did not take out your time to start learning programming. What's waiting for the ease of life do like this? Like, what would you be doing right now if not for tech? Let me close laptop.
Okay, so real talk. If I didn't get into the blockchain space around 2021 when I got into it, it would have been a different story altogether. So that's what I want to buttress now.
But you're doing tech now before.
Yes.
I'm not asking you about blockchain or not. I'm saying tech in general.
I'm landing, don't worry.
Okay,
Give me time, let me land. So the fact is that we were opportunity to be at the right place at the right time. And by virtue of putting in work there and there, we got a couple of opportunities that took us to where we are. Now, if that was not in the picture, you will definitely find the way of surviving. Now, personally,
and what do you think?
My idea before now, especially when I undergraduate, career engineer right from time. So if it wasn't going to be software engineer, it would have been another type of engineering. Before we got into core software development, we really started tinkering with. I can remember my Duck Hunt 18 bits. I intentionally used everything and coupled it back together. I had a keyboard back in my uni days that I was so frustrated. Why would I need to buy 3 pairs of battery every time I want to play keyboard? And those 3 pairs of battery, if I play keyboard for the next 4 hours constantly, it will run down. I had to take out, those rechargeable lamps that are red those days. I took out the battery.
Those red rechargeable that had white fluorescence in front.
He had the black battery behind it.
Yeah, I know. Those lead acid batteries.
Yes, I took it out. I used the battery to power that, and I put it back in the rechargeable lamp to charge it, and I use it to power my keyboard. I even did a manipulative serial to parallel connection. He blew the first one, but later got another one. So I believe
your papa no punish you. Say you blew battery.
Well, let's leave that up for another day. But engineering by the core, I can still remember. There was a time I was on the crossroads. Genesis Ignite 2017. Is it 2017 or 2018? Genesis Ignite 2017. That was in Enugu. I was in Umaya, studied in Abia State. But I was convinced by my friend to attend the tech event, Genesis Ignite. And one of the speakers then was also a prominent tech person within the space.
So the person changed your life.
I asked him a question that I'm currently writing my final project on wireless electricity. And I believe that I can solve the electrical problem in Nigeria. I don't have to solve the problem, but don't worry. I said I believe I could solve the Nigerian power supply problem. But I also need funds to do it. But I just started working into tech. What would he advise to do? He asked me, do I have money for solving Nigerian problem? I told him no. He said, you can get the money and then use it to
solve the
problem. Thanks. Kudos to that guy. Look at where we are now. But to cut the story short, I think you would have found other ways of surviving as long as you keep on. We will not ignore the fact that we were blessed to be an undergraduate, even if you are not fully a graduate. You met people within the undergraduate space that pushed you to think outside the box. What didn't we do? Secondary school, I know I social. Personally, yes, I did that to raise money.
If you still social now,
I think I still know how to do it. I did that, and because I was from Aba, I was a businessman back in school. So if I'm traveling back, I would get clothing materials for some of my customers, especially those that are coming from the north. I have my friend Toby. He's from Kogi. And every time I travel back, you'll be like, myself, I need gin and this and that. Now you add the additional 1,000 or 2,000 on top of it is your money. So in one way or the other, you would have made it. But the truth is, the tech space, software engineering landscape, currently now is AI that is booming, has made it a lot more easy to level up in terms of wealth within the country.
So would you say tech changed your life?
Obviously. Definitely.
So
now, beyond
but do you know that there can be a possibility that if you did not do tech, probably maybe you would have ventured into something else that would have made you more.
Yes. Honestly, I would have definitely been a business.
If you are given two options now, to be your current self, to be in the current state that you are, or go back in time, you get to choose the time that you want to go back to. What would you choose?
I'll go back and buy Bitcoin, but I'll do two things. I'll buy Bitcoin, I'll buy Tesla stock. But let's not he said I should go back in time. I'll buy BTC and I'll buy Tesla stock. But apart from that, even there's a lot of stock I'll buy, but
I think what it is.
You don't connect the lines, connect the dots looking forward. It's when you are looking backwards
and see how far you've come.
Yes, that's where you connect all the dots. So I don't think I would want it every other way. The truth is that despite having business mindset and being brought up in a business sense, and I have the opportunity now to look at businesses and look at how can I scale it in terms of boot on ground. Definitely have to meet customer, from Narise, build bond, deliver service, get reward for your service. Now, how can we scale it using technology? So that's the advantage of being the tech space. I would have been a typical businessman, typical Igbo businessman. That's
okay.
Now,
I think if I was not doing tech, I'd probably be in computer village right now. Still doing tech, but in another form. The actual form that I actually started with, which was flashing phones. I did hardware at some point, but I later switched to software that was flashing phone, doing custom ROMs and all of those things. Then I eventually transitioned to software engineering. So if I am not where I am today, I would probably be somewhere. I'm not sure computer village, but let's say computer village is like the hub for all of those things, because if you have a shop in computer village, you would sell more than if you have a shop somewhere else that is not computer village, that you are doing mobile phone related stuff. That's why I said I'll probably be in computer village, right? Because I know how much my then boss used to make back in those days. That man was building house, bro.
Yes, sir.
Those guys used to make money. We'll just be seeing ordinary eyes and be looking at those guys in computer village.
See,
those guys are making blood money, bro.
It's not all about tech and being a software engineer or a blockchain dev.
Those guys are making blood money.
See, the ability to buy and sell and recover profit from what you've already bought and you sold it. That's core value for money. I know people that buy and sell the most mundane things. You might think, okay, you are your own pedestal, you are sitting down pressing laptop. At the end of the month, you get a particular amount. I know people that buy and sell in a year. The kind of money they
what changed it for me was the time I did, after the whole computer village stuff. I think I've given you that history before. I went to now enroll for this computer training, like actual computer training. I will teach you all these softwares, all these Excel, CorelDRAW, Photoshop, all those things. I think they stopped publishing also in one school somewhere around Ogba. So I think there was one of our tutors then. The man liked me. It was the man that now told me that guy, go into software engineering. Anything that you do in this life,
go into software.
You are too good. Just go and learn software.
So are you telling someone anything you are doing, go into AI? What?
I don't know. If you know you have the talent, or you have the skills, and you are very sure that you have it, not just random people telling you that you have it. It's different for some people to tell you that you have this skill now. Why not do this, do that? But in the real sense, is it might not be that you don't have that skill, but you know, an average individual, right, has the capacity to learn 10 things at the same time, or an average individual has the capacity of knowing how to do 10 different things at the same time. In the sense that since the time you were born till now, over the course of your life, you've had certain talents one time or the other, right? And all of those talents sometimes does not necessarily mean that that's what you have to become in life, or that's what you have to do in life. There was a time in my life when I used to dance. That does not mean that.
Wait. You used to that?
Calm down. Calm down.
Well, you dance.
That was back when I was a teenager, actually.
Yes,
so
you dance.
What I'm trying to say is that the fact that you feel like you have the talent for something, does not mean that you need to go into that thing. You need to evaluate yourself, evaluate your life, what you want to be in the future. Like all the talents that you have, table everything and start analyzing, dissecting each of those talents one after the other. Then you know the right one to pick. And then I've always discovered that right from when I was small, tech has always been in me. Right from when my brother was using Sagem, then my other brother was using Sagem, all those small phones. Then I would change the ringing tone, change a lot of things in the phone. My brother would come and start complaining, who is changing this thing? Who is this? I would lose CD, DVD that time. DVD will not work. I will lose it. I shall be looking for something that is wrong with the DVD. I shall look for something to fix. I was always fix. I knew I was destined to do something tech. Because I was always fixing things, basically. Then to when Java phones now became a thing with Nokia phones, we are building teams with pictures. Back then, if you want, once I show you my phone, you see my teams. How did you do it? How did I say, oh yeah, pay me Susan and so on, I'll do it for you. I'll color your pictures before I'll go and use a Mobi Explorer. There's Mobi Explorer. There's a lot of a combination of app software that we used to use then to create teams. To when we now move from Java phones to Symbian phones to each of these operating systems. We now move to Android, and I started doing custom ROM, installing Cyanogen OS on my phone that stopped receiving OS. I'll install Cyanogen, I'll flash Cyanogen ROM. All of those things. I don't know. If you look at it today, I know I was destined to do tech, because every other talent that I've had over time at some point phased out.
Yeah, true.
I danced for a period of time, phased out. I sure knew that after a while, all of us we split. Everybody went their separate ways.
Yeah.
I did so many things at a period of time that it just phased. But the only thing that stuck was the ability to do something that was relating to tech. In the sense that I was always tech savvy. If my sister wants to do anything on her phone, it's me. Not basic things, though.
Yeah. I mean, like some the tech guy of the house.
Exactly. Even all the places that I worked before,
you've been the tech guy.
I was always the tech guy. If anything is wrong with this thing, call Malachi. Come and check this thing. So I knew that, Baba, this thing there your blood. Just so even though the journey was not,
that you have to. Okay, I know you do by elimination. So anything it phase off.
It phase off by itself. You're not the one that is pushing it away. It just phase up. It phase off over time.
Okay, so you're saying,
but anything that you have that is a talent that has not phased off in your life, and you still have that thing today, that's your destiny.
Regular viewers, are you saying, from what you're saying, stick to what works, what has been working for you? Why you stick to what has working for you expands. There's this value chain across what you're doing, like in tech now. So the value chain beyond just building a solution. Right. You can own your own solution. You can freelance around building a solution.
You can even consult for people.
Build an agency. Now, beyond just building the solution, you can get to a point where you are a distributor. You can get to a point where you are the architect that designs the solution.
Exactly.
You can get to a thought where you consult for already established solution. You can be an integration engineer. You can. So there are different value chain around the solution. Even there is a point where you have nothing to do with the solution at all. You are at the point of selling the solution. So there are different value chain and how you can expand within a particular field. So I believe you look at what works, look at what has been working for you, eliminate some and then double down on the one that still exists. especially as long as you've done your kind of research, you know
And
where the world
feasibility
is going
studies,
to.
you would know
You
actually.
know where the world is going to, and then
Except
see
as
to it.
somebody that don't have any core talent in you.
Okay, so
But I'm not sure there's anybody that exists today that does not have a core talent, that does not have something. Everybody has.
so
It's just figuring it out.
what I can do, I think the best way you can do is attach to the description below just course suggestions. I know there are some industries that are currently thriving. Like I said, I was opportune to be in a particular industry at a particular point in time when it was thriving. So we'll attach to the description below. Um, we'll create a list. This is not limited to those lists, but suggestions on where we see most of the industries going through, some of the core opportunities in the industries, and if peradventure we can also attach a couple of links to how you can explore those opportunities. So all you have to do is to like,
And share.
comment, share, and you will definitely get access to that. Thank you very much. See you next time.